You know what I just realized? I forgot to turn this mic on, so hopefully now you can hear me. So blessed are we, magical people. All right, so it's just gonna be laid back. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We're going to do a reading in honor of Elisa Soul Kisses. She's having a crystal sale right now. And again, you look in the description. I have this shared. So make sure to tune into her sale. I always like to show up for my friend and do these readings and have fun. Hey Beatrice, my Saturday is going actually really well, really well. How's yours? So I like to show up for her and support her and bring to you a fun reading, a general reading and a good experience that we can tune into. And at first we were going to work with it was called the Dark Mirror Oracle because her theme for her sale is emotions. But there's something that just did not feel right. So we are going to work with, it's called Work Your Light. And I like the Dark Mirror, but it's really, really heavy. It's really heavy. And I feel that the Work Your Light is a little more appropriate for what I feel we need right now. One day I will utilize the Dark Mirror for our reading, right? Well, hello, Rain. Hello, Tina. Hello, Tori. So that's what we'll do. Again, look in the description. And yeah, bless summer solstice to all those who are experiencing that and celebrating. So have fun, enjoy. So I'm going to be working with Work Your Light. This is in honor of my friend Elisa Soul Kisses. She's having a really wonderful sale. She has some really cool stuff, and I'm like, I want everything. I love crystals, and it's not just crystals. She has a lot of amazing things that she offers. So definitely check it out. The group is in the description, so look for that link. And yeah, we'll have fun. So take some time, y'all. Take some time to focus in. Take some time to just, be relaxed. It's laid back. It is Saturday, y'all. We're just gonna be a little lax. Well, I had like you said my name's so creepy. Well, because I'm like Auntie and then I'm like Tina. It was just weird saying Tina, That's why. Shut up. Well, hello, Mand May. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So take some time to focus and tune in with yourself. This is a good experience for each and every one of us. And you know what? We are all a part of this experience. So anything that comes up, if you feel like sharing, please do share. Share your thoughts, share whatever it is that you pick up on. And if you want to keep it to yourself, this is your experience. So you get to decide if you participate or if you keep things to yourself. There's no, right or wrong way. Simply do what you feel compelled to do. Let me shuffle a few more times before these cards are really activated. So when you're ready, take some time to focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat, and call in your spirits, your allies, your ancestors, your gods, your god, goddess, all the good shit. Shoot, sorry. I'm trying not to swear because, again, in honor of Elisa and her roles in her group, I try my best not to swear. So you didn't hear that. So call in all the good stuff and allow that energy, that vibration to be very present with you. Okay. So when you are ready, okay, the first number that pops into your head, go ahead and comment 1, 2, or 3, the first number that pops into your head, or write it down, whatever you prefer, 1, 2, or 3. And realize all 3 cards are a general reading, and the card that you choose, 1, 2, or 3, that is going to be your focal piece. So it helps you take a general reading and make it a little more personal, which I like to do, So again, 1, 2, or 3. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. And go ahead and comment. So yeah, we'll enjoy. We'll have fun. And always feel free to share your interpretation, your thoughts. And this is a new deck that I was blessed with, and this is the backing, so cute. I don't know what it is, but I've been into florals a lot lately. So I'm going to keep doing this. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, perfect. So let's see what comes up. All right. Hello, Celeste. Ooh. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, or 3. And the first card is, and because this is a new deck, I always like to share from the Oracle, like what they created, what they feel, what their interpretation is. I like to do that just to honor them, because I think it's important to see where they're coming from. And so we have card 1 is, let's see, and I have, the only thing that I don't like about this is I found challenging is they're not numbered, so you really can't like go directly to the card in the stack, right? So card 1 is mirror, right? Oh, that's weird. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? So mirror, how does that make you feel? Mirror, and who or what is triggering you? So as I look for the card, what does that say to you? So the mirror, how are you mirroring other people? How are other people mirroring you? Who or what is triggering you? What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So here it is. Just take some time. This is Oracle. It's called Work Your Light Oracle. So the filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time through our own projections. When someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often, it's an unconscious thing. So before I go into the rest, just that's something that pops out to me. So, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often, it's an unconscious thing. So what does that say to you, and how does that make you feel, So people and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and our light, mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. Right? This card is guiding you to look closely at what experiences or people are currently triggering in you and what they could be mirroring back to you. When have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you, or are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? Okay. So this goes for the good and the bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal, if we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, right, are envious of and put down. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. So how does that make you feel? What's going on? Well, hello, Brittany. Good to see you. So there's a little work your light inquiry right here that I share. So who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? What part of you longs to be witnessed? So again, these are really great things to be mindful of and to meditate with and to experience. And these are questions we have to ask ourselves, or we choose to ask ourselves when we want to grow. So again, who or what is triggering you, right? What is in you that they are triggering? And what part of you longs to be witnessed? So how does that make you feel? What comes up for you? Let's talk a little bit about that. So it's the mirror. And it's really cool because if you think about it, it helps us to remain in our own power. It helps us to take our power back. It helps us to realize, like, you know what? I am creating my life. I'm creating my reality. I'm directing this. And so when I get into situations that I really love, or I really I find uncomfortable, and I ask myself, I feel like this is a mirror, right? This is an opportunity for growth. And so I get to look at that, this is something internal that I have not healed, that I have not taken the time to really address. And so it's coming out now, and I'm seeing myself through another situation. I'm seeing myself through another person, right? And so now I have the opportunity to work through that. I have the opportunity to speak to that situation the way that I want to handle it, the way that I want to speak to myself. Does that make sense? So these really are good opportunities for us to grow. So definitely take that into consideration. How does that make you feel? Let me make sure I'm paying attention to what's going on here in the comment section. What is the person who bothers you is showing as needing dealt with? Not to let the media change my love and kindness. Absolutely. We get to maybe too, we need to also not only embrace the light side of our nature, but our shadow selves. Absolutely. Yeah. Because it's important who we are, right? Our highest and best and what we judge as negative, all are aspects of who we are, and they help us really define our life richness, our life experiences. And so we don't need to judge like, oh, that's a negative outburst. We don't need to judge it as in that's bad for me, I should have done that. No, we simply seek to understand it. Like, oh, I did not like how I handled the situation. So I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to grow from it. And I'm going to handle situations like this maybe better for myself in the future. So I get to see this. And that's when we mirror situations, right? And so these situations come up again. So we have the opportunity to work through it differently. So we don't need to judge it as like, oh, I should have done that in a sense. It's more like, okay, I did that. I accept that. I take responsibility for that. My emotions are legit. Like we are entitled to however we feel. We are entitled to our emotions, right? And so when we understand that these emotional experiences are worthy of whatever they are, we don't have to feel bad about them. But if we want to feel better, right? If we want to choose better emotions and have better experiences based on that one emotion or whatever we went through, we can, and we get to choose it. Does that make sense? And so who or what is triggering you? It's really important. Well, hello, Leanne. Right now, it's okay for me to be mad. Exactly. You can be mad. Be mad. There is nothing wrong with being mad if you are in full ownership of what that is, and knowing that when you're ready, when you want to change, and when you're ready to find something different for yourself, you got it. You can. And so just be mindful. It's important for us to understand that a lot of times in situations, there's like a mirror going on. And so these are opportunities for growth for ourselves to like really empower who we are. And when we go through situations, like we find this a lot in relationships, when, oh, I don't like that type of person because they're reminding me of my ex, and I hate my ex, and yada yada yada. So I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to treat this relationship that could be really, really good. They remind me of my ex. It's done. Instead of discerning, like, okay, they actually treat me really well, or maybe they don't. Again, you have to discern. But it's like, okay, this person is not my ex. This person is this person. They may share similar vibration. They may share similar traits, but it's up to me to work through that, to heal through that, and to process that. So it could be an opportunity to perfect and bring healing to your relationships by utilizing the understanding that, hey, this is a mirror situation. I realize that they are not my ex. I realize that this is giving me the opportunity to grow and heal through the situation, right? Okay. Does that make sense? So let's see. It's okay to be mad if know why or what you are upset about. Chance to look at ourselves, seeing yourself in the mirror, a different reflection. Yeah. So let's just keep that in mind as we go into card 2. Remember, dominant for those who chose card 2 and supporting for those who did not. So card 2, how does that make you feel? What pops up? So deep replenishment, which I think is very fitting after a mirror card. It's like, okay, we're mirroring stuff. So there's stuff that's mirroring us, and, we got to work through some stuff if we choose to. And now after that, right, After that, we get deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, and be held. So, the most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. How does that make you feel so far? What's popping up? The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. So, what nourishes you? Okay. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, okay, y'all, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. Yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. Let me read that again. Let me just state that again. Shut up. There is more than enough to go around. Work your light in action. So do something that deeply replenishes you today, right? So take some time. How does that make you feel? What is that saying to you? And again, what nourishes you? What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What fulfills your heart space? What makes you happy? And find that within you. And it could be very well many different things, and that's fine. So I'm trying to set my stuff around so I can talk, y'all. So ask yourself these things, right? So mirror who or what is triggering you. We're processing stuff, we're going through some stuff, and we're working to be better people. And I think that's the beneficial thing about the mirror card, right? Where it's like, okay, the situations that we're seeing, that's being given to us, that is frustrating to us, that we're going through, it's helping us process some stuff. And so as we process, we also need to realize self-care is absolutely important. And so deep replenishment. What feeds my soul? What makes me feel good? Because I need to realize, I can't help you. Really, I cannot be of service to Elisa in her sale and do these card readings and help her with her sale where I can. I can't do that if I'm not taking care of myself. I can't be active on my page and create content and be the person that I love, and to create what I love creating. I can't do that if I'm not completely nourished, if I'm half empty, right? And I just don't give you the best of myself. So it's really important for all of us to find that in our life and to fill that sort of void. So to remember to refuel and to regenerate and to rest and to relax and to do the things that make us feel happy, to do the things that make us feel joyous, to really tune into that vibration and really expect to invest. Because when I am when I am at my highest and best and I am fueled and ready to go, I'm on it, I feel really good. I'm able to express to you everything that I need to express and want to express in the way that I can, in the way that I desire, right? It makes me feel like I need to plan that vacation I keep talking about. Hey, if that's what pops up for you, it's very well could be. Absolutely. It's okay to work on self and find sanctuary in your own space. Absolutely. It's necessary. It's not just okay. It is absolutely vital. It is necessary. We have to make sure we put ourselves first because we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our mind, our body, and our spirit. And only you can decide and understand what that means for you. For me, taking care of my body is exercising on the daily, right? Exercising pretty much every day, or if not like most days, getting some form of exercise. Again, because I have, they say I have type 2 diabetes. So it's making sure that I don't consume an abundance of carbs. Taking care of my body, my physical body, is so many different things to me. For you, it's going to be different. What makes you feel good? And I love exercising. I do. I love working out. It makes me feel really, really good. And then I love lifting weights because who doesn't love muscles? Shoot. So find out what that is for you. And then spiritually, for me, it's like learning astrology and doing these readings. I love this. This is like me time for me because I enjoy communicating with you and I enjoy sharing this in these conversations and the words of power that come up for us, right? So that's inspiring to me. But again, everyone's going to have their own thing. This makes me happy. It really does. And I know the lighting is really sucky, but it's fine. That's not important. So just be mindful of that. I need to get more sleep, but here, oops, after 1 a.m., I hear you. Sleep is vital, you guys. Sleep is absolutely vital. That's so true. You can't keep taking from the honey pot if you don't refill it. Exactly. Let's just put that up there. I feel better when I'm with my grandkids. I like this here. Nourishment and identification in your imperfect beauty. Absolutely. Yes. Hey, Joanna. And let's see. Someone I adore says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? I hear you. Yes. 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 Yeah, my energy has changed since I'm healthier. I feel it. I feel it. I feel more empowered and strong. So again, that's a deep replenishment. Realize, look, do the work. Whatever that means for you in your life, do the work, whatever's coming up. And again, it's challenging. There can be friction and chaos, and it can be overwhelming. So don't just invest fully into all the work at once. Unpack it slowly. Do a little bit like in small increments, right? And then when you feel a little too much, do some deep replenishment, do some rest and relaxation, focus on what you love and enjoy. So take all of that into consideration as we go into card 3, okay? So card 3, which I really appreciate, and I think it works really well with what we've been talking about. So birthing, card 3, that's cute, isn't it? So birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So birthing a new age. How does that make you feel? What do you think of when you see the card? Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. That's actually a really powerful message. So I'm going to read the rest of it for sure. But it's like, you know what? We keep thinking we have to prepare. We prepare. Say that fast. And we're like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do this. And it's like, no, you are ready. You can do this. So if this is your desire, if this is what you want to create for yourself, yeah, you can prepare to an extent. But you know what? You have to do it. You have to invest. You have to take action and learn along the way, right? So often, what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often I like that. Be a container for it anyway. So often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often, what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. So right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass, right? You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time, dreaming a new world into being. So the Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from the times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. How does that make you feel? So there's a work your light activation, and it expresses to say, affirm, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Okay? So, how does that make you feel? What pops up? Ooh, the light is crazy. Ooh, dog's barking. So, birthing a new age. Like, the thing is, like, do it anyways, y'all. Just do it. Focus. Make sure that you're holding space for what you love and what you want and what do you want to step into. Make sure that you realize, like, look, life is about friction and resistance and perfecting who we are and stepping into more empowerment for ourselves. Every day we have opportunities to show up for ourselves and do the work to create a better atmosphere for us. What do we want to have? What do we want to experience? What kind of life? What kind of reality? We are here right now because we were meant to be here. You are meant to share this space with me right now, and I am meant to share this space with you right now because we, right? We are in alignment with what's going on, right? And so it's like, look, we get to work through stuff. I don't really like this. Why don't I like this? What's triggering me? What's going on? I can perfect it and work through it. And then I become a better person in a relationship. I can be a better business person. I can be better at so many different things. It really just depends on what's showing up for you. And so that's the mirror and deep replenishment. I realize unless I'm really centered and in my own authentic nature and power, and I feel really good, I'm not going to be the best for anyone. So I need to take some time for myself when that happens to check in. How am I doing? Right? What's going on in my life? Am I off center? Right? And I need to rest. I need to retreat. I need to take some time to do the things that I love. What are those things? Find out for yourself. What do you love? What can replenish you? Step into that. Utilize that, right? To help you. And then birthing a new age. It's expressing, look, you're not always going to be fully prepared. But that is okay. If you want this, if you really, really want this, then it is important for you to do the work and take action. It reminds me a lot of, again, sorry, it's fine. It reminds me a lot of like when I went to hair school, right? They taught you the basics, like barely to pass state board. You were really good at sanitizing and all the rules, but right, when you get into the real world, there's so much more you have to learn, right? And so it's like I didn't feel prepared to work in a salon, but I also trusted that I wanted to do this at that time. And I did it anyways. And I had a great network. I had a great support system. I had people who were helping and teaching and just there showing up, right? And I took on extra education to perfect my skills. It's a lot like that. So it's like I didn't feel like I was ready, but I still did it. I still did it, just like you. Whatever you don't feel ready for, prepare as best as you can, but it is important to take action. It is important to start implementing these things because this is birthing a new age for us. We are creating an atmosphere that is better all around because if we show up for ourselves every day, if we show up for deep replenishment and the mirror work, and we say, we're going to do this, we're going to work through this, right? We become better individuals. We learn to become better lovers. We learn to become better communicators. We learn to become better, better all around in relationships, all kinds of relationships. We learn to understand the beauty and the power of our emotions. And we start to show up like, ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but you know what? I really want this. So I'm going to show up. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to prepare as best as I can, but I'm also going to follow through and take action. And you know what? This is going to be a learning experience, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? How does that make you feel, right? Let's see. You have no idea how much this is a sign for me right now. Going from so I'm scared, but this whole reading is like saying it's time. Absolutely, do what you can. Show, focus, and show up, and trust that you're doing the work. You're educating yourself, and you got this. Okay, I really like these cards. If we all do exactly, Brittany, exactly, and that's like that's like what I'm really looking forward to, because you know what? It is about each and every one of us doing our part. And that's why it's so important to focus on ourselves. And that's why it's so important on, filling our own cup up and taking care of ourselves before we take care of other people, right? It's so important. And because when each and every one of us realizes that, you know what? We all want love. We all want love, and we all want to be loved, and we all want to have all of these nice things, or to experience these really great emotions for ourselves. And so everyone wants that on some level for themselves and their reality. However that whatever that means for their reality, they want that. And so if we do the work to feel good, if we do the work to tune in, if we do all of that work for ourselves and show up, right? It changes things on a grand scale, right? And if we understand, hey, we are emotional beings, and emotions are exciting and adventurous. Whatever that emotion is, it is beautiful. It doesn't matter if you are heavy and crying, or you're feeling somber, or you're feeling ecstatic and happy. All of those emotions that we process, whenever we process them, they're extremely valid and worthy at that moment. And if we show up again and we do the work and we just take action, we show up for ourselves, and we make things happen, and we create a better world for our world and the world around us, right? So that's what so yes, time to quit waiting for the business partner to do their part and press forward for my part. Yeah, focus on you. Yes, yes, I like that. Yes, so this is a part of Elisa Soul Kisses. I have the description up there. She is having a crystal sale. She's having a crystal sale, and you're more than welcome to join the group if you're not already in and looking at all of the beautiful things that she has, not just crystals. She has a lot of other stuff as well. You can always tag me. The reading is in honor of her sale. So you can always tag me. Hey, how would I work this in a spiritual sense? How would I utilize this magically? I'm there. I'm trying to give little tips and tricks on how to work with the crystals in different ways. But yeah, she has some amazing prices. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions before I head out, feel free to comment and I'll take some time. But I really thank you. I really do appreciate you sharing your time and space with me. I enjoy doing these readings, so thank you so much for showing up, and thank you so much for allowing me to share the information that is processed, not just from the card, from me, from higher self energy, but also with your energies as well. So thank you again. But if you have any questions, feel free. And if you have a question later on, always feel free to reach out, message my page, let me know. And I'm always happy to be of service where I can be. But again, this is in honor of Elisa Soul Kisses. She's having her sale right now in the Healing Crystal Stones featured sellers group. I have the link in the description. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have some work to do, and it's fun. It's fun. Always remain in amusement as best as you can. Show up for yourself, love yourself, and treat yourself well. And express all of the good vibes, right? Express that to yourself. Okay, so thank you so much, and I guess I will head out. If you're watching a recording, you have questions. If I see your question, and if I don't see your question, I apologize, but I'll try and get back to everybody. Again, thank you again. I'm rambling. Peace.